Like, there's some of them are like, we don't even want white women. Like, it doesn't, like, we need to check like 3 or 4 boxes so you can end up in like, if you're like, you know, a trans communist, this, that.
There's some rumors going around about Don Jr., some rumors that have been going around for a while that are only being reinforced by his behavior in these recent videos that have gone incredibly viral. Don Jr. is acting like a kid who isn't allowed to have sugar often, but his mom just let him have a pop, and he's sitting there just talking incredibly frantically. That video that we just watched is not sped up, and there's a lot more to break down. Ron Filipkowski said Jr. was absolutely out of his mind tonight interviewing JD Vance. I did not speed this up. And Donald Trump Jr. rambles and rants about trans communists. He is fast speed talking. Soul Nate on Twitter said, this is the cocainiest a man has ever been. And I'm not going to draw any conclusions, but hey, I'm just asking questions. Before we break down the rest of this video, I want to show you how terrible of a human being Don Jr. is. He always posts these memes on Instagram, and they are consistently racist or sexist or transphobic, or all three sometimes, like this one that says, I found this rare Michelle Obama rookie card. And there is this long-standing conservative conspiracy theory that Michelle Obama is actually a transgender woman when she's absolutely not, and this is just a transphobic, sexist, and racist meme. He did it again with this. It says, waking up on Transgender Day of Visibility, it's Tobey Maguire putting on his glasses and Michelle Obama turns into a man. Just absolutely vile stuff. And this is one of the top, this is one of the leading MAGA influencers. These get hundreds of thousands of likes, and I just want to say that Don Jr. and the MAGA Republicans are constantly projecting, because Don Jr. is the one that's speed talking, acting like he's on drugs, but what do they say? They say that President Biden is the one who takes drugs before the debate. They say that Hunter Biden is the one who is constantly on meth, and he did have a problem at one point with drugs, but Don Jr. is the one whose whole political career is floating, is going by because he consumes so many drugs. This article reads, Trump's sons keep falsely blaming Democrats for the assassination attempt. Since a 20-year-old gunman opened fire more than a week ago at former President Donald Trump, the FBI has conducted hundreds of interviews only to find that the motive for the attack thus far remains a mystery. He was a registered Republican, but as threat assessment experts confirmed, the shooting likely was not driven by partisanship. None of that stopped Trump's sons, Eric and Don Jr. from fanning the flames. Speaking on Fox News on Sunday, Eric Trump reiterated the partisan blame leveled by various MAGA supporters without any evidence immediately after the shooting. Quote, I said that Democrats would stop at absolutely nothing, said Don Jr., but keep in mind, Thomas Matthew Crooks was a registered Republican who was a lifelong Republican. This brings us back to this video of Don Jr. acting absolutely wild. Remember, Soul Nate said this is the cocainiest a man has ever been. Just notice how frantic Don Jr. is, how quickly he is talking. Don Jr., his father, Donald Trump, and the entire Trump campaign have been scrambling over the past few days trying to find an effective way to attack VP Harris, and they just can't do it. They can't do it effectively, and that leads to this.
Like, there's some of them are like, we don't even want white women. Like, it doesn't, like, we need to check like 3 or 4 boxes so you can end up in like, if you're like, you know, a trans communist, this, that, and the other, like, you too can be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company with no experience whatsoever. He's actually spent real time with them. Like, and he's sort of, I would say he's the blue-collar billionaire. And 15 years ago when I said it, people used to shit all over me. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you don't understand. And now they understand. What the borders are, wrote the article. It wasn't even like it was the same publication. It was the same journalist.
Look how sweaty he is. Look how frantically he's speaking. Look at his hand movements. His hand movements are wild. And I'm a person that uses a lot of hand movements, but I'm never waving them around so rapidly that it looks like I'm the Flash, like speeding through stuff.
I'm like, this you? Like, to literally save democracy.
What is that? It's like a mini Trump. These are like Trump hand movements.
It's literally at risk, JD. That's why I keep hearing notion that, you know, democracy is all things, but if the elite, meaning, you know, Barack Obama, the Clintons, a couple billionaire donors be like, okay, this isn't working. We're going to take everything we gave you. We didn't give you any other options. We threw, you know, RFK off the ticket.
Yep.
We basically tried to push anyone else from happening. So we gave you your only choice. You actually then chose that person, and now America is not there.
There's more to this video. This kind of slipped by, but at the beginning he said something about trans communists running Fortune 500 companies. I don't even know what this man is talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He uses these vacuous talking points because he has a childlike understanding understanding of politics. Everybody watching this video, if you're watching this video and you're engaged in politics, you follow my channel, you know more about American politics than Donald Trump Jr. Again, he has a kindergartner's understanding of foreign policy, of domestic policy. Leave a like on the video if you agree with that. Let's keep watching.
Now they're pretending, no, she's a moderate. They did the same thing with Joe Biden. He's going to be so moderate. He's so moderate. Look, he's moderate.
Yeah.
The policies were not.
Yes.
I hate to say it, but like literally, no, like, but it's like me, a couple other people that we're friends with that are like, hey guys, here are the facts, but you're not going to get that. Honestly, you may not get that on.
We all have that friend that just talks way too much and kind of gets up in your face and is always super sweaty and rambly. I mean, I knew those people in high school. They would always just be ranting, and you're like, chill out.
I don't know.
Look you can tell JD Vance is so sick of it. Look at the look on JD Vance's face. He's like, yeah, bro. Yeah, please chill out.
I don't know.
That seems like it should be illegal
I'm
to me.
reasonably fast. If you see me on Twitter, like I'll get out a mean tweet in seconds. Right. I don't think I'm going through a checkout process 7,000 times or whatever the statistic, and it's over and over again. I mean, even if they're journeyman, very average at best at what they're doing,
of course,
they thought of themselves as the elites, and yet
no,
none of these guys
the
are exactly. They all copy.
Why does he have the same like pelvic tilt that Donald Trump has, and he uses the same hand motions? He literally is just copying Daddy, and so is JD Vance. I can't tell who's more jealous: Donald Trump Jr. that JD Vance gets the attention of Donald Trump, or JD Vance jealous of Donald Trump Jr. that he gets to be the son of Donald Trump. They're both vying for his attention, vying to kiss the ring, and meanwhile, sorry to show you this vile meme again, but Donald Trump Jr., who has 7.1 million followers on Instagram, again, like I said, one of the largest MAGA one of the largest MAGA influencers, is out here posting these crazy memes. Dear fact checkers, I'm told this is a joke. He spelled dear wrong. Is this guy serious? I actually think Donald Trump Jr. is just genuinely stupid. He buys into these conspiracy theories. He said, funniest one I've seen today. This is just straight up transphobic. It is disgusting. And then, of course, they immediately begin spreading conspiracy theories after Donald Trump is nearly shot. It is a vile family. They are all conspiracy theorists who are manipulating American politics, literally manipulating American politics for their own benefit. It is funny to see Don Jr. so damn frantic, though.
Like, there's some of them are like, we don't even want white women. Like, it doesn't, like, we need to check like 3 or 4 boxes so you can end up in like, if you're like, a trans communist, this, that, and the other, like, you too can be the CEO of a Fortune 500.
This is just the average conservative at this point. I mean, the Republican Party has been captured by people who don't engage with policy. They don't engage with anything. They just talk about trans communists because they want to harp on these wedge social issues. Remember when Donald Trump was giving a speech and he was like, every time I talk about policy, nobody cares, but every time I say the word transgender, everybody starts to cheer. Even Donald Trump has his finger on the pulse and understands that the Republican Party has been taken over by this boogeyman of transgenderism and communism. Either way, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment a blue heart, hit that subscribe button. Most importantly, have a great day yourself. Also, the Mockler subreddit and Discord can be found in the description below. Go join. See ya.